All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So we're taking a look at ENZC to get us ready for the week ahead. All right. I've said this a couple times. I'll say it again on this. I am not here to bash on any stocks. I know there are a lot of passionate people that are trading this bad boy. Not even trading, that are holding this thing. All right. So I know no one wants to hear negative things, but look, end of the day, all I really see are four letters that make up the ENZC ticker, and then all these moving averages that I use on every single video, regardless of what the stock is. All right. I'll be honest, I'm starting to go a little deep into the fundamentals. I'm looking at a lot of really cool science things, all right? And I'm not here pretending to be a scientist. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, to say the least. It looks cool, but look, end of the day, I'm not gonna let the really cool science just take me away from my technicals. All right, so I know there were a number of people that were trying to convert me to become a longer and all that. I've looked at the data, and I'm not here to like talk shit about the data or say it's not worth it or say this or that. Like, for real, I've seen so many cool SPACs that I thought were gonna be the company, right? From like these there was one that can take the electric battery from the electric vehicles and they can recycle it, because that's really hard to do. There were a couple really cool like lithium mining companies. There was some like battery thing. One of them I know was part of the PayPal army. I think that was SHLL. Nonetheless, I've seen cool companies. All right, I've lost mad money on cool companies. And at the end of the day, I'd much rather be disconnected than like hardcore invested. But I'm telling you, I'm ready to ride this when things look good. I'm just not too sure that's going to happen immediately. We'll see though, all right? That said, we're going to go a little deeper into the details, but first, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We do have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll hit the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this thing on the internet, comment anything, good or bad. You know what I mean? It all really does help with the YouTube algorithms. But for real, I do appreciate your very valuable time, all right? So look, let's get into the technicals, and a couple things for sure I want to kind of highlight from the last video. First and foremost, all right, we have a lot, we're over all the moving averages, right? So once you're over all of them, it kind of becomes a game of how good are your horizontal lines, right? And hey, knock on wood, I do like my lines pretty well. And when you get a doji next to an important line, and again, this is all we got, right? Because all these ones, my 5 important ones are below us. A doji next to an important line generally brings either one more doji and we'll wait another day, or a very big up or down. And sadly here we saw a pretty big down. Look, 8% doesn't seem like much, and really it got a little bit lower too. So like there was a little bit more pain that actually might have come from this and made it a double-digit loss. But it nonetheless did what I anticipated, and for real, I would have said this exact same thing on any other 4-letter ticker. I swear. Day after the doji, this is what to expect, all right? So what am I looking for Monday? First off, that's not a good RSI right there. This is the first thing that definitely caught my eye, right? And as I look, this moment right here definitely was under the red line, all right? So you see it. When this day ended, we did the same flip and came under. And we actually stayed under a little bit as we basically went horizontal, and then we got back over as we went up. Look, I need the RSI to get back over this red line. I'll be honest with you. I think this is what I'll be looking at. And obviously, like, this isn't necessarily like, this is a wait for the day to end thing, right? But I really think this chart might be correlating with the RSI a little more, all right? But honestly, what am I anticipating? Look, I think it's going to be all about 10:05 tomorrow. 10:06 maybe. That depends on the rounding. 10:05.65, right? The 8 moving average line right here. Maybe this thing right here will catch it. Maybe the top of this candle right here at basically a flat 11 cents. But end of the day, what I want to know is, what are we doing? Are we going to continue bouncing on the 8 and taking off? Are we going to just lose the 8? And, I don't think we'd come down here. I don't think we'd go any lower than 805. 085, sorry. Yeah, I'll draw this. I think I put it at 50% candle. 8.3. Okay. I'm not going to draw the 11-cent line, but again, I think the 11-cent line will catch it. And look, let's be honest. I think, again, I'm not pretending to know the math, right? But come Monday morning, I think the green line is probably going to come right here to basically 11 on it. So I think it's going to be all about 11. Can 11 cents hold tomorrow? And then from there, what happens to 11? Look, we need to close at 12.2. All right? This is what needs to close on Monday for me to genuinely believe we're going to retest 13.13. All right? Otherwise, I'm looking here, and then really I'm either looking here or here. All right? So, yeah, and again, I'm not necessarily liking that RSI. This is obviously flattening out, but it's still in the positive, right? So I actually am not even disregarding this too much. And end of the day, volume is really sexy, right? So like, I'm telling you, I think these two lines should hold because end of the day, the way that the moving averages work is you bounce the 8. If you lose the 8, the 20 should catch it and take you back over, right? And we still haven't even used the 20 yet. So hopefully, for real, this doesn't go much lower than 8.3. All right, and we'll kind of take it from there. So what's the weekly looking like? Okay. Oh man, this is an interesting weekly. Sorry, I had to take a second to like look there. So there's actually a bunch of things that I do see. I zoomed out for no reason. Don't touch the line. This week we did not break the 100, all right? You see that on the top it says 085 and then 100 average in blue kind of in the middle says 086. So we do not, and obviously you see the gap there, right? I wasted a little bit too much time there, but this is the first week we break this blue line. And as I zoom out, it hasn't been that long, but it's been a minute to say the least. It's actually been give or take a year since, a little more than a year actually, since 2020, right? So doing it once is huge. And I always say 50% candle. I actually now kind of think that 1030, roughly 1040 should be the lowest it goes. Hopefully this give or take is the lowest it goes. You know what I mean? Like hopefully we're not going to be talking about the 20. Hopefully we can come to these and go back. Honestly, hopefully we come to this and go back, all right? But end of the day, the money number for this stock is 12.1, 12.2. Give or take 50% candle of this. That's the goal. Otherwise, for real, if we do not close here on Monday, I'm expecting us to come to 8 cents on Tuesday. That's kind of my working guess here, all right? Again, these are just my opinions. I'm not here to hate. I'm not here to even tell you sell or any of that shit, right? Like, just another opinion on the internet, all right? Thank you so much. More videos are coming.